forgot that skill. I don't know, I'm pretty good. I got a 91 on the front. I'm just like I did it the first time I got 86, and then the second time I got a 91.
What about fire? Well, that's just the ones that are out.
I kept getting the same thing wrong. It was like those three were just like not.
Yeah, so
You need to learn how to define yourself.
yeah,
Right?
It's gonna be so. That's fine. It'll be edited later.
Can you get a copy? I don't know. Can we get a copy of this?
Yeah, it's only for OpStem purposes, like training video.
Training video?
Yeah.
Why is this for the training video?
Because you guys are gonna give us a great example of what not to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't make these shit.
It's on, by the way.
It's on? Oh, cool. It's recording and got that? Fantastic. How you doing, camera? I'm gonna lose my job.
okay. We're gonna get started. What we're gonna do for today's review session, pre-test, is if you want to work on this little practice test all by your lonesome, you can sit over here. If you want to work like with each other and you want to get help from us and you want to like socialize and integrate and all that good stuff, sit over here.
So everyone stand up. We're gonna be these awful human beings. Everyone stand up.
But I'm already where I want to be.
Yeah. If you're already where you need to be, you don't have to move, but. Okay, cool. I don't really work well with that. That works. I know you don't work well with that. You. Alright. Yeah, one person. Okay. What happened?
Oh, what's up? I
That is how you work by
didn't
yourself. This is the work with us.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What time was that?
2:20.
The inverse is fine. So yeah, the domain part.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Yeah.
Okay guys, can I have your attention now? Take this and guys! Alright. Even though that we are in these separate areas, we want you guys to be respectful for the ones who want to work alone. So that means work quietly with a small group or just be really quiet in general. So that's just respectful for the other side of the group and for us, for people who want to go over questions, okay? So now that that's established, Owen asked me a question beforehand. This is the part where you guys can completely just tone me out and work by yourselves. If you guys put on headphones and that helps, pop them in. If you have any questions, raise your hand. Me or Austin will be around to help you. But I'm going to be talking over here, okay?
And if you're sitting on this side, we might make you show your work on the board.
Yeah. Right?
Keep that in mind.
Sorry. Okay. Austin, Bryce, anything? Owen, your question was?
5 to the power of x plus 2.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
because I'm
to
just
do this,
so this is like my fourth one, and I'm like tired.
So
I'm tired.
Right.
I want to think about this anyway.
Right.
I'm kind of like addicted.
So is it going to be long?
No, it's not going to be long. It's going to be long.
Yeah, I just want to put it down. Muscle.
Right.
The starting point for your. Does that make sense?
I think I'm gonna get you
Right? That makes sense? Yeah. Okay. I now do what David said and drop these forward. Oh yeah. Can I have your guys' attention really quick? We are being filmed today. If you do not feel comfortable being filmed, please move to the back of the classroom. This is our lovely cameraman Jeremy. Do not bother him. Do not feed him. Do not touch him.
I mean, food's all right.
Okay. So the one paying attention to me over here, we're going over this question right now. So like David said, we want to bring the exponents to the front.
What number is that one?
It's on a different sheet.
It's on a different sheet.
It was the review sheet that you had.
I don't know why.
So how do you know which
I
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
So you could, what did you
I
get?
might have lost that.
So
Or
it's
I'll
negative
just
three.
write
So
here.
we want to bring this to the forward, or bring this to the forward. Yeah. So x plus 2.
Do you just have to grab it?
I'm gonna drop this 10 because I'm
I
lazy.
think that's easy. I
Grab?
feel like that's
So log of 5
So, okay,
to
so this is the domain
log
of your
Yeah.
When you take the
2x minus 7
and you arrange and you arrange.
log.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be called the range of
Right.
this function.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think the next step should be?
If this is the range, then we're gonna set this.
That sounds like a solve, right?
Move one of these to the other
Yeah, all of
side?
them.
And that's what you think the next step should be?
Oh, no, I see.
Okay.
Would you do a change of, can you do a change of base and then make both 5 or something?
You can, but that's really complicated. What I like to do in this situation is then distribute this log 5 to both of these and this log 12 to both of these.
Is that allowed?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, like the whole log or just
Yes,
the 5?
just the whole log.
So it would be log 5x plus log 10.
It would be what David said, it'd be log, yeah, like that. So log 5 plus 2
Now, you can see.
log
It
5.
doesn't know when you're gonna also raise this.
Oh, so you're basically expanding it?
Yeah.
The domain has to be from -5 to this.
Is it the 2?
What I'm doing is I'm saying.
Does that make sense, Alan?
We're just this way, right?
Right.
Okay.
The domain is from
Now,
-5.
we want to gather like terms, so everything with an x we put on one side, everything without an x we put on the other. So we want to bring this over there, and this over there, and then move
But this would be your.
over there.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
But if you find the range of this, then you could.
So we have
Yeah, this way at the end of the
x
Because look at this.
log
Both its domain and range are restricted, right?
minus 2x
So they don't tell you what the restriction of your range is.
to negative 2 log 5
I think the easiest way to do is.
7 log 12.
Wait, what did you just
That
do?
makes sense. I
Yeah.
just rearranged this, so all of the variables on one side and all the constants are on the
Got it.
yeah.
Well, isn't
And now, like, what do you think the next step should be?
It's and that's why we're next out of that.
Right, we can pull this x out of both of these. So it'd be,
Now, this-
probably now,
I guess
x
this is gonna graph the whole
log,
function.
can I pull this 2 out too? No, why?
But
Because it's not a.
Well, if we do.
There's no 2 attached to this x as well, so can't do that. So log 5 minus
It's
2
being reflected over
log 12,
that.
so you can do negative 2
Oh,
log
okay.
Yeah,
It's being
minus
reflected over
7
that, right? Yeah.
log
That's your
12,
so
right?
the domain
Does that make sense?
would be 0.
And then we want to solve for x. So
For
what
your
should we do?
inverse.
do that
Yes.
So you wanna get x
Because
on one
if you
side
look
by
at this one,
itself?
range is almost.
Yes, that is what we did.
Would
here.
you just divide by that whole thing and
Yes.
like inside and leave it like that?
Exactly.
The original.
We pull this whole entire thing, and why are you failing me?
So, that makes sense.
Over here.
But 0
But since this is multiplication, we have to divide it.
Negative 15.
So we get x being negative 2
Okay.
log 5 minus 7 log 12 over
That's like the relationship I was
Log.
trying to explain, but I just, yeah.
log 5 minus 2 log 12. Does that make sense? This is the
You don't need No, remember, you're going to.
Dude, they don't just see like.
Even though it's really like this.
Unless like you have.
It's just,
Yeah.
So.
it all depends on what the question is.
Would you just plug that into the calculator and get whatever x is worth, or do we need it like that?
Yeah, it just, in this, all it says is solve for x, and this is for if it says, give it to a decimal point, then it's calculated out. Okay, does that make sense?
So
this would be yes.
Guys,
Can't do that with like the Y.
it's getting a little loud in here, can we bring it down?
For this one.
Thank you. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, cool.
Keep that eight aside.
Now, I have my own proper question.
Negative x minus 2, those 2's cancel and that's a negative x.
Because on the same page, no, there's no problem. Not at the same place, but I can do it. Okay, so my question is, what do we do in this situation? We have 2x minus
So, there you go.
So like when I was.
Plus 2 is equal to 0.
Is that a zero?
These are one-to-one functions.
This is a 0, yes.
I think treat it like the
So,
did with that same thing. Make it
when you're doing,
Normally I hate word
Or
problems.
Now, this is what I found. You basically turn it into a quadratic, so you use the 2x and make it
Yeah, I think I got the
minus
like
Don't
the
forget.
initial amount.
That's what I found.
Oh, yes.
I can't hear over.
You, I think you should use substitute for
your
x.
x coordinates
X
and
is
y
much
coordinates,
more
y coordinates.
easy variable.
Right, so
I
for
already have
this,
this function.
you can substitute for x, but there's an x
Oh,
there,
yeah.
you can do all sorts of. So we don't drop it, we
Say I have
want
this
to
function
change
that
it
has
to
coordinates.
a negative
So you're
variable.
like,
I'm gonna choose you because you're gonna learn that you is very different.
Is that the bet? You
So
can
set
like
u is equal to e to the x.
And then
Y
like,
is equal to
It's literally just right. So, if I want to
There we go. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
u is equal to e to the x.
Why do we do that? Each one you're gonna have to find the two by hand.
Wait, why did you do that?
Why did I do this? So we can get this into a quadratic. Okay, does that make sense? So we get this into a quadratic. So we have. So now we can substitute all these e's and x's with u. Does that make sense? Okay, so we have u squared minus 3u. Yes, you have to write this. If they don't see this, they just say, oh, they just did this without me knowing. Okay, cool. So, we do the u, substitute these.
That means I'm taking
this.
this one.
And the reason why we don't do this with this is because we want to include this one. Does that make sense? I use a lot of pronouns that I didn't mean to. So we substituted this right here because it also includes
They're
this.
definitely.
But we have to keep in mind this too, so that's where this is where. Does that make sense? From here we just factor. So what would be the factor?
Can you just tell me it's the
Literally plugging.
Yes, okay, but I made this so we can easily factor.
So just becomes 4 over 4 over x. This reads h. Now when I divide by a fraction.
One's like this.
Okay, how about negative? Well, this is a positive one, so what are the two ways we get positive?
Right. In order for it to
Negative times negative or positive
plug them
times
into each
positive.
other.
So both of these have to be negative, we know that.
So we know that these
And then what are the factors of 2?
I
So,
was always with
yeah. I'm just gonna put the larger number first, because I like doing it like that, but you don't have to if you don't want to. That's just how I do it.
I know how to get it.
Okay,
Versus.
so now we have.
take this too.
Right.
Yeah.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, you can do it like that, and you get it the same way. That's gonna be better.
And
But the way I like to do it is I like to substitute back in first. So we get e to the x minus 2,
So if that happens, then
e
it's
to
not
the x minus 1.
And
And then we set both of those equal to 0.
Yep, because
So we get
the coordinates
e to the x minus 2 is equal to 0. E to the x minus 1 is equal to 0.
I found the ones I don't know.
And then right, you bring this 2 over there. 1 over here.
That's, yeah, I think that's the one, you know, you. I think that's the one I always read.
Yeah, and then you put it in. Right, so you do want to convert
So
this
I got
to
that,
log
and
base.
then this, you
So
put the
if you
PC
see-
into the one I found, right?
That's
one.
what
And then into this one.
Yeah.
What can I specifically?
You can move that, cause I looked to the back of the
Why do you have
logo.
plastic this one here?
This is gonna be.
You can practice it on both sides.
I'm making this one.
And I looked at the explanation.
Fix that and we'll try this one next.
The only reason why you don't recognize this problem is because we've never covered it.
These are the
And
ones
that's
that
the way that I
you
think
split that up.
so what's in there now is
Remember, you have to move this one.
I agree.
because it's like you on your own. If you're trying to emphasize class is fair game. Iterative, this class is fair game. Go over it. Which I'm not a partial fan.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all.
One
We're just working through it. Yes, go.
How did you get the -2 and the -1? I did the quadratic and it gave me 3.5 and 2.5.
But I do.
Yeah, I found that on Alex, like sometimes I do quadratic.
He said you.
So, if we're looking for two, if you have two lots, so then it's
It wasn't
the same, we have the same base.
Alright, so let's do it. So, what's the quadratic formula?
It's -3.
Well, you can just do mods.
Right, once you solve for it, you
That you take out the negative sign then and then like B.
So, our B is, -3.
Yeah, dude, that one took
So we take the
forever.
opposite of that.
pick a new
So,
variable.
That comes like,
Here's minus, we're just gonna write that in, do you mind?
So 3 should be negative because it's negative to begin with.
yeah, that's the one where you want to find, change that sign, somewhere that is. And then when you have to say base, like you
He
don't.
took out the -3 and he got 2, but with the -3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say if you didn't put the negative sign there, it's just square.
So,
Right?
I just
And then you can just.
What did you do with the negative sign?
You take it the opposite. Because if B is positive, you take the opposite of it. So it would
Well,
be.
that turns into
If that was plus 3, it's going to take -3 plus or minus the square root of 3 squared, not the negative 3 squared, it's 3 squared.
Oh.
If it doesn't say log, then it doesn't have. Yeah, then what do you use?
-1.
Oh, okay.
Yoli, I think I overheard you. I think where you were getting mixed up is the opposite B. I know there's a negative sign, but that doesn't mean it always has to be negative. It just means that you have to do the opposite of whatever it is. So if it's a negative, you have to make it positive.
Yeah, so well, first thing, this guy.
Yeah, well, that's why we say it's not negative, we say it's the opposite of B. So if this is our B, we take the opposite of it, which is 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this would be 3.
Oh, yeah.
Right, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to like actually like.
How many?
Yeah, you have to like, like, do
Alright, so I'm out of material that I want to go over. What do you guys want to go over? Please don't say nothing, because then I can
Just get rid of the
I'm at 5 to the power.
Because
Because
So you just revert back to
Yeah.
once you have it.
That's the correct.
Can you do like 4 times, like can you do one of the ones that are compounded annually, when it's compounded, like compounded continuously for like 5 years?
Yeah.
Like
What
you
number?
get a lot, like, I don't know, there's none of them here. But it's
There's
just,
examples on this if you want.
Okay, cool.
when I was doing Alex, those kept tripping me up. I know, but then I can put in the negative and then like minus, and it's just freaking.
So something like the top one?
Ignore the random.
No, you're not gonna say.
So you want,
I would just, like, you gotta remind you, say if you had it squared,
is equal
right?
to.
You want to Right. And then you would just say.
You want something like this?
But you won't have the plus.
No.
Times and it is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is everything.
Because I read one Alex.
It was
write down
like,
g to the negative
It's
1.
not-
I think assume that.
No, I assumed it was
Well,
like
like
four,
four,
bracket, then it was like,
and then
I
any number that they just wanna throw
I
at you,
yeah, and this.
Cause like, I'm usually good at them.
we're probably gonna have
Actually,
like,
So a good method would be to like graph
Okay.
this graph, like if the domain was function.
Cars in the X.
Do that?
Yes, it is.
you don't have, now we have g.
You even said that how people want to
So if you left there,
But
I was actually like this.
Look at all these coordinates. You're gonna get plus or minus after plugging in that. So what's our y?
No, yeah.
So the top one is.
Well,
You don't put the one in the it's just that the
So, but to,
the second one,
Yeah, that
They
one,
will-
they give you like 5,000 and like 10,000.
right, so the question of this works, they have to give you at least 3 of these variables,
They usually give you the time it takes to get there, you have to find out, like, in 6 years, how much money you'll have, or they'll tell you, like, how many years it'll take to have this much money.
I believe
I was
that
confused on that. Yeah, for initial, all you do is just like they don't give you any initial, just put a 0 because that's 0 years, so that's.
There's no time of cap.
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna play this one.
Because like I'm usually good at them, but there was like a couple questions on Alex. They were like, someone got out a loan for like $5,000 and compounded continuously at like 5.some%. And then they wanted to know how much money they'll have like they'll have to pay at the end of 5 years if they make no payments. Right? And I was just like, I used like hurt, but it was just weird.
Just
you're a big number.
I'm just winging this example right now. So
I would keep one positive,
so you would do.
yes, exactly one that one. I'm gonna write that one clearly over here.
What's that?
Yeah, that's the same.
Big Brother's always watching.
Yeah, there's different ways to write it.
I was gonna say, give them more money.
Yeah, if only.
So we're gonna do number 28 right now. So if you want to look to it in your packet. So 28 says, principal P is
Yeah.
equal
So
to.
these are
I
all.
literally was messing with one thing. I was like,
That our rate
For fire.
is
Okay, so that's what I asked them about.
7.25.
I think this is.
Just find the domain of numbers.
And then we have final amount.
So what that means is if you find your
Yes.
value of
What is the?
The way that this is written for 28, I just was wondering if it says smallest possible whole number. It's asking for a whole number, so it's not asking for like 4.5 of them in 6 years. So you can just do
I see what you're saying, but don't do that as test.
So
They want to see what you get.
I got one half.
I don't, but I'm just saying, you can't
So we have 3 of 4 variables, right? For now we're looking for states. So I'm gonna go with
what is
this
your
one.
domain?
It says
I'm sorry.
this one will work.
Use that one for continuously.
I always forget.
So
That's what happened to Alex. I kept like, I forgot that whole part. Okay.
Even if it's for 1 year, if it's continuous.
Because like, because I always write
That's
like.
like a 2.7 to something.
Range is
okay,
square
so
bracket.
this is annual. We use the first one. So we have our A is equal to P minus
Well,
R
That's the range.
dash.
Some of the continuous ones are also annual. It's just whether it says continuously for a whole year, or just 70% of your after 5 years.
Yeah, so like what I would do is like, so like this, I would just immediately, I would just basically, I'm going to make this.
No, you do the bond for 1 year, and then guarantee it. You would do compounded continuously for 1 year, you would just do the Irish, but you would put the time for 1.
I was like stuck with my all like 2 hours a week, but like calculator, like you
So what's it?
I just use the minus sign because. Okay, so we have this. Now, I like to plug in all my variables that I know. So each of the files goes here. The 1800 goes here. 1 plus 7.5 is C.
Oh,
Did I make any mistakes?
Why?
Why would I do that?
No, you're just.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah. So I made sure to make sure you guys.
Yes, you did, you gotta put a 0 before.
Right, so this is 0.0.
Yeah.
This is 240.
Right?
Or you can just say 1.075.
Right, so we could say basically this is 0. Now, there's a reason why I wrote it here and didn't include this, because you want to.
I don't know if I got this right.
This by itself, so you want to divide this.
Do I cube this next by itself?
Can someone do that over that for me?
So I did it already.
Because I don't have a calculator for me.
And because like if you did I just square it, I did so this would be square.
Yeah, I guess the main one.
We have to
Oh, I don't want you to. I
I like to get as many decimal points as I can, because that's just math. Like this X, I don't like rounding at all. Just always say rounding to the very
Why
end.
is there like an equation like that?
So now that we have this, we need to, so like with this T, do we set for T in this form? No, we have to convert it, right? So what would be the conversion?
Like this. If you get this.
Oh, you put it from exponential to log, because you don't know the exponential.
Yes. What would the conversion be then? It would be,
Oh, good, like
no, because there's no exponent over here, or an exponent of 1, so you can just convert from here to here.
So can you just have T log?
No, because you can only do that once and you are.
Well, what do we always say?
Do you have to take the log of it, or can you just change it to be like 2.77 to the 1.075? Or is that just wrong?
You have to take a log.
Okay.
And then, nine comes out $7, but if they just say how many years, you make that if you don't know the change of base, you can't. So what is the change of base formula?
I don't know.
Right. So the change, yeah, that is the change of base. Yeah. So, we start off with log A, B is equal to log C, log, okay. These are all bases.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
So you're back to that shit.
I want to get the X
Alex, we were told to
Nothing you remember?
but these numbers are so close to the that I can draw a general direction, but it's just, I guess, so this is a question I should probably ask her.
But you don't have to like show them test like calculator.
Yeah, so like I I'm gonna ask her how she was.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose ones for like.
Yeah, that's always best.
Yes.
When you get so number one is your
It's gonna be 14, 20.
I haven't seen this problem. One to one. Oh, this one. Okay, so you put absolute G function, you just get this, correct? Now we're gonna take that, put it into F function. So F of X
So we have to round that up.
So erase the X and what about the
Right.
Is that like a down like
3 divided by X, right? So now,
So that would be.
this is division, so what do we do with division? Multiply by the reciprocal.
It says right.
Right? It's 3 divided by 3 divided by X, we multiply by
Always round
the
up. Because it's round down, you didn't reach the 5,000.
X. Is this looking good to be an inverse? Yes. Because it means whatever I start with, I have to end with. So these have to match the inverse. Right? This is the inverse, and you put it in, what would you have to wind up here? With 7, yeah, right. Okay. Am I answering your question? Yes.
Further, not to hurt.
They wanted us to
Okay.
put this, which is.
So we have,
Find the exact
let's just
value.
say
Here
log
is just
base
drawing like a general line.
10,000.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to find some points, right?
I mean, I did find
Yes,
some, but
that's
they're
good.
so, I guess I could have find it to 10, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, if you know the general shape of the graph, it's usually 2 or 3, you know what this looks like, in particular, you know the asymptote, right? So you're gonna have to do as many until you know what the shape looks like. Yes, right.
Find that shape, but you still would want
A couple points, a
And
couple
then
points.
that is how you change the base. You change it from
Right.
a base of 10,000 to a base of 10.
So I get these intersection.
What's that part there? 31?
That one looks like the quadrant is right there, but what do you do with those lines?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
What is that?
So Arthur is asking.
So that's right, like, you both one there, that's right.
So we have the answer. Yeah, because it says use it round. Well, okay, it says round. Okay, so yeah.
This is getting.
Log base
Intermediate round.
3 minus 3.
125. 6 minus 1. Also, my first thought is to take it also
Got his hopes up.
So then we can pull this and this. So we have.
Oh, wait, they're trying to do log base?
It's literally a $20 calculator.
Really?
You can't do it like this, but then you have it's all red. But there is a different way.
I know how to do it, I just don't.
I don't know.
Plus 622.
For sure, it's poison.
125, 6 minus 5. What's another way we can write 1 or we can write 125? How many 5s go into it?
Wait, so we shouldn't do that, wait.
You can do this way, it just saves
together and
10 to 11 years.
Yeah.
5 to what power equals?
Right, we want to do 5 to what power we'll get to 125.
Because 5 is a common base there.
Right. So 5 to what power is 125? So we have 4x plus 42 5 to the third times 7x.
Does anybody else need graphing calculators? Going once, going twice?
Yeah.
If you need graphing calculators, they cost 1 student ID.
One student ID, so,
Does that have to be our own?
Or a
leave
shoe.
your ID when you take one.
Yeah, that,
Something even better, driver's license. You can't leave the school without that.
okay,
I just, the only thing that
If you
gives
have
me
a
a
car,
lot of
cell phone.
and when you're doing perk, like if
okay.
the rate is.
So it gets to this point, right?
I always forget it.
Okay.
Like, when
Now you can take a log of both sides from here. That's it. But there's also a little Netherlands sheet. No, I don't. Yes. We can do that, but let's.
So that.
We can't. It isn't canceling
If not,
these 5. But since these 5s are the same base, we can just set this and this equal to each other. So we have x squared minus 4x plus 42 3 6 5.
That's the one you're supposed to be doing.
No, you don't have to. You just gotta turn it
Right? That would be.
That's what we want.
Yeah. So you make that one 5.
You can make this and then we can just set it.
raise 5 to the current power.
Yeah.
You leave that up there. And you know, so if you have
Wait, you take 75.
So this one.
Yeah, because that's what 1 minus
and then you still have your exponent. So now we have the same basis, so just scratch that, you can just do that and solve for your exponents, right?
So all
So now that we have this like this, now we can distribute.
But that only works for this one.
Yeah.
The base is the same. There's another one, I don't know if it's but I had an example in my class, it was
They just
like,
did like this one.
yeah, you can't get those bases the same.
Right. So this one is like shorter enough.
And then we
Yeah, and that's
bring
the
all of
and
this
that's why there's a
and
shorter
then we
way.
quadratic.
What did you say?
So
Yeah, that was really long. So that's
Let's make
why.
a fourth one. Forty-two minus 18.
No, I'm actually doing really good. I'm gonna add 11, which is
0. And then we have next quadratic.
Yeah, actually, I lost one of my alleys. I thought practice this year I got a B, so there's a practice class on alleys. I'm learning something.
It's like it's actually
It is exactly.
It's like it's what it's actually
No, this is the final answer.
That's the final answer. Yes. Because I know with some of them on Alex.
It wouldn't accept like more than.
Yeah, it wouldn't accept it, and then it would, like I would do that and then it would say that it was wrong there, and then it showed plugging it back into the equation, so that's where I would use this too. Which one do you plug it in?
I was with Alex, I took a picture of one problem that I actually was doing it right and Alex was doing it wrong.
Okay, so if it's, guys, to tell the difference between when you leave it like this and when you can't leave it like this, is if these in this form, so if it's exponential form, you can have negative x numbers. But if you have it in log form, you can't have negative numbers.
Is this right?
Does that make sense?
And the meaning, or is this?
Does that make sense, Arthur?
Because I always get down.
Any other questions?
This is not function notation. is it 3y equals that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's too old.
Okay, so then it's just
Yeah. Yep.
okay, and then would the vertical axis,
We should start
because
now.
logs have vertical acids, can have vertical acids. Would this be a positive 3?
That's like.
Or is it only values outside?
Because I just found out today.
I believe it's
That's what they kept saying the
Okay,
answer
that's what
was.
that's what
and we can check it out.
Even though in order for you to
I can't
do it, you have to multiply.
So I actually have to
add it.
Right.
And it wasn't doing it.
not, so I actually have to.
Did you have it,
I feel cursed by that.
You should check too.
They were talking about it.
right, like, did you have something like this?
I got this like when I was 16.
I don't know.
That's what I wrote. That's what I actually meant.
Okay, so,
Okay, so we got, it's a little more complicated.
okay. Can I see your phone for a second?
But I put it like in parentheses, like when I actually typed it out, I put it like in parentheses. So it would like, so it would know if that's what it was like.
I'm gonna erase this.
You can scroll through the other ones.
Do we have any more Alex?
Yes.
There's literally seven.
Yeah.
There's 6 topics.
Really?
I've got like 4 or.
So you said
There's like 7.
Trust me, they will.
And there's like 6 or 7.
And I haven't seen already right now.
Okay.
So we won't have a test on that, but
Go beyond the button.
yeah. I don't know why we didn't do that.
So that's like
Okay.
the answer I had, but did you see the original question?
Any questions?
That's the original question.
Okay.
This is Yoli's answer.
But it happened,
25.
the thing is, it happened like twice, and I just couldn't change it, so I have another picture of now seeing the line. Yeah, because it did it like again twice. And I was like, what? That's my answer.
Okay, so this is the question,
Yeah.
I would start by dropping
and this is Yoli's answer. What is her biggest mistake?
Well, I put in parentheses the multiplying part.
Right, you did that.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's that divided by the multiplication of that.
You have to distribute negative.
Okay.
Because
The domain.
you have to distribute this negative sign to show that it is, this would be a right answer on the rest, but it's not fully simplified. This is just Alex being.
No, that's programmers are lazy. What it is.
If you actually simplified it out and you tried to put it back in that simplified log form, how would you know it's divided when nothing is being like, I mean multiply when nothing's being
Because
added?
if you have 2 negative signs,
You think
it's
that is
saying
being
that
divided by that?
essentially
I see what you're saying, but
I
no.
was so frustrated.
Right, I understand that, but that's not.
And then it happened again. Actually, there's a couple. It was mad.
Whenever you see a negative sign,
But
it's always gonna go on the bottom. So,
do I go like
these
this?
two,
Because like,
because after you distribute that, that would be both in the negative. I know what you're saying, looks confusing.
It's so confusing.
But-
How is it
I don't know how to extend it, like which ways to extend from
Yeah, so, right. It is weird, but Alex doesn't think like that. Well,
like that.
they think the way of how.
I didn't know.
They don't think it's a computer. It doesn't think.
I didn't grab one, I can't grab all these three.
So this is what they want, because they're.
That is not right.
No, because it is right, because this translates to wherever there's a negative sign, it goes to the denominator. There isn't a full fraction, because I see where you're coming from, and I prefer like this, because it makes sense in my mind.
But if everything that has a negative sign becomes a fraction, it'd be a
Exactly.
fraction within a fraction.
Exactly.
With a fraction.
Yeah, I mean, I got this like a
You're a fraction.
With a fraction. Because it has the 4 over 3, which is the square root.
built into it.
That's where you
That's
so
why
like
the parentheses would make a lot more sense for us because
Right, because it makes sense.
The real question is, if I do that answer on the test, is it okay?
You shouldn't get credit for it. If you put 2 and
I would actually put both.
honestly, put both as a safety net. For this, the reason why is that they're doing it law base, whatever,
What is it?
of
So like
infraction.
1/2.
There's not
No,
like,
but like, I really wanna understand how, like, I get that that's right, but I wanna understand how they would take that final answer and like, put it back to the one that I was, cause they're supposed to be like,
Let's say that we started with that answer
Yeah.
and then walked backwards. How would we know?
yeah, if they didn't give us like the original one and they said that was the original one and to put it in that form, how would we know?
so this is our goal that we're trying to reach.
Yeah,
We're trying to get from here to there.
yeah.
Wrong arrow will not get you credit.
Ah,
So since you don't like circling the next one, it's fine. It's not one. There's no one. Okay. Well,
Essentially what you're
so
saying
you know that these two have to go with the number. So you're saying automatic discrepancy, log, base, whatever, of your fraction.
What do we say about that?
And then we bring these two in the denominator of that. So it'd be
And you can always get
and then right, but we have to include this too, so we have to bring this up there.
so it's
Would be and then since this doesn't have a negative sign, we have to assume that goes up top. Okay. But we have to do this.
I mean, like, I get it, like, if I'm not trying to do anything, I can tell you, like, oh, this is always gonna be positive, it's always gonna be positive.
right. So since
So it'd be like that.
But it could be negative,
So
because a negative
how I
times
would
a
do that
negative
is
is
I would
positive,
start off
right?
with laws, and as soon as you see a negative sign,
you're
automatically just
clear.
like
It's the same thing. It's like
So only put it,
Right, so if you have like a negative sign, yeah, you have a negative.
like
Oh, you could.
as soon as you see the first negative sign,
That's right.
cut it down.
it'll be a
right, and then forget like the other one, just put it like multiply.
But what happens if
What if
it's
it's like
just
5 negative signs? I'm being ridiculous, I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like minus log.
like
Then it would
this?
still be
It would still be the denominator.
Okay, so the first one, you cut it off there and everything else is not.
Right, but what happens if I did that?
then there's more.
That would be in the numerator because it's a plus sign. So pretty much anytime you see a negative sign or a minus sign, put it in the denominator or the log.
And then
If you don't see, if it's positive or you don't see anything, automatically put it in the numerator. Think of it like that.
It's the starting point, like,
Gears are turning. Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
I would try to.
We're kind of tight up in here.
That might have to.
I had messed up with something where
I'm sorry about that.
I put negative.
When I grabbed it,
Well, like I showed you.
It should be possible size.
I had to write it in.
that's what I'm at.
They want it as certain variables.
And
when you do
It was so weird because like I kept like I got 2 or 3 that were that way, so they wanted to like put the negative signs. But then the rest of them, like I kept getting those wrong, but the rest of them just corrected.
On the calculator? To like have it.
No algebra.
So it was like they were just doing some of them.
Do I have any
That I can understand.
Essentially, if your first, so if you take the first value in your domain and you plug it in, that's your first value in your range.
Okay, can you expand this one, number 18?
Yeah,
Something to negative one. Because this, look at graph number 13.
Because I think I know how it's done, but I'm not sure.
I feel so bad.
That's okay.
You roll through all this line.
I'm doubting everything I
I grabbed
know.
this plus 4. This is what my graph looks like, which I'm not used to. I grab the, I thought the domain was this.
So that is a little bit.
Okay.
That's
just
Four is easy because
Well, I know it's not looking
the first one.
Hey, what time do you How much more time do we have?
Not much. So, we wanna write
That's what I'm
this
trying
down.
to say. I can't do that, so I'm.
Right, then you're gonna need more.
And what is the?
Yeah, I know how to do it by
Yeah.
hand, it's just. Oh, wait, what are you doing?
And
The
this
conversion
to me
for
is,
this.
you know why
It'd be
it's
5/3.
Yeah, 5/3.
Yeah.
Third.
And I know log, I know log,
That's what you did.
No, he just simplified it. So it'd be 5 plus 1/3 log of I minus
what would make this equal?
2 log of y.
Yeah.
I'll finish it.
That was a lot, right? What would make this 9 if X was 12? What would make this 1 if X was?
That's what Yoli
4?
says
See what I'm
just now?
doing? What if X
Does that make sense how she did that?
makes this 9?
What happens if I put like a Q right there? That's an 8, that's a Q.
I know.
Then you
What would you
Plus
like
log.
to do?
It's minus log, because if you add,
Yeah,
you're
you
going
have
into
to-
the
Oh,
numerator.
okay.
Or
64?
Or 1/4. So if you understand what logs are, these are easy to set them up and get points that are not a lot of work. Right?
Let's not go at the top.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing, because you understand what a log is. It's the exponential.
Does that make sense? So, there's only a couple questions they can ask about this, and there's only a few ways they can trip you up. Owen?
Quick question.
Okay, should we be?
That would be the.
Time, right?
No, because
You wanna give a break?
this
It'd be
day
outside.
is outside of the graph.
So this was.
So it's gonna be 27.
Now, if we did,
Oh, you got
1/3 to.
Yeah.
Right, so if there's like this, we can get rid of that little note.
Yeah. I mean, it's
27, 30.
It's always the power, it's always the power it is over the number that it's being squared or.
root it.
Alright guys, can I have your attention? Everyone, time is up for our review session. You guys are now on break. You can take your break. I would 100% suggest you do take a break because math for almost 2 hours straight is not fun. So take a little breather, relax your brain, go get something to drink. I know I'm going to. And meet back here at 35. At the very latest.